Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creative Team with Brabham. Still in Season 1, it's round 20 tonight. We are heading to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, the Mexican Grand Prix. As you can see, it is the day of the Grand Prix. We'll do a little bit of quick recapping of our car, etc., before we go into the race itself. And we do have some news about the new patch that drops next week, which we'll go through during practice as well. How you doing, Packins? How you doing, Farah? Good to see you guys. Let's take a quick look at our drivers. So, once again, pretty balanced between the two. No one really has an overall advantage. We are continuing to back Schumacher over Logan because Schumacher is staying, Logan is going. And I do believe nobody has poached Ricciardo yet. There we go. 3 months to go, or 2 months to go until he starts, and I think we're probably safe now. How you doing there, safety car Clark? So that will be something that we'll be discussing in the patch notes. Contracts are being fixed finally. A little frustratingly, all the buyout clauses will start being paid as well, but it does mean that, because we didn't want to take that risk of having to outbid or outbuy our contracts, we turned that off for all the contracts we offered. So we're now a little vulnerable in that respect going forward, but we can always make sure that we add those in the future. So we'll be even more protected against the AI trying to poach. As far as the car, well, it is what it is, really, isn't it? I mean, Mick's car is pretty decent, as you can see, in comparison. Still not amazing in the downforce. It's 19th in the low speed, which will help. But medium and high speed is the worst car on the grid, equal to, well, slightly better than Logan's, but pretty much the worst car on the grid. We do have a little bit of a speed boost, 19th and 18th in the DRS there. Tyre preservation is still good, which is nice. Logan's car a little bit worse, as you can see. DRS is the same, speed's the same, downforce is the worst, dirty air tolerance is the worst. Tyre preservation is the same. It's not a great car. It really isn't. We have got a front wing that is due to drop during this Grand Prix into availability, but even then we still won't be able to go ahead and start building it because we don't have any slots left, which is a little frustrating at the moment. However, if we go to our finances, you can see from our sponsor plan, we are on for 8.5 million on a mandatory sponsor appearance, which is this fashion show appearance. So once that's been done, that in itself pays for upgrading our factory to level 2, which means we'll be able to start building 3 components. We probably won't have that actually built and ready until next year, but at least we can get it started straight away. And then we'll be on for, I think, another 5.5 million in total from our engagement for everything else. So we'll still have some extra cash to play about with, which will be nice. Not many races to go now, 5 including tonight's race. And let's set some targets. We're going to be a little bit more careful tonight with Logan. We got lucky last night getting him into 18th. And if it hadn't been for Albon's last-minute retirement or late retirement, there's no way we would have got Logan into the top 20, so top 18. So we'll go 20th or higher tonight, just to give us a little bit more of a safety net on that one. I still keep faith that Mick will be able to get 18th or higher. And let's set ourselves off to Mexico.
We return once more to the hustle and bustle of Mexico City. Music is in the air this weekend, but it's not mariachi we'll be hearing. It's going to be the roar of the engines and the cheers of the crowd. Formula One is back in the very heart of Mexico City at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez.
Red Bull have outscored their rivals to be at the top of the constructors' table right now. and the next rounds are still crucial to decide the final order of the season.
Let's see then how the weekend unfolds.
Evening, Dino. Yes, new patch is on the way next week. We will be going through that in just a moment. Let me just see if I can pull that information up. Ready to go through. Right. Let's start, first of all, by getting the cars as prepped as we can. Weather, I think, is fine this weekend, isn't it? Yes, it is. Good. No rain to worry about. So... They still haven't mentioned in the patch notes if they're fixing DRS zones, which has been a bugbear of mine this year. I mean, surely they must be aware of that by now. We're going to go 20 laps of fuel. No, I haven't heard anything from Wayne, but hopefully we'll see him tonight. Let's see what I want to go downforce-wise. I think I want to go with a 7. Let's go with a 13.5. Roll bar-wise, let's go with a 2.8. Let's go something like that. Go with that engine. And we'll go with that gearbox. Hopefully it will get through. It nearly blew itself up last night. As for Mick, we'll have to stick with that engine. But we will be putting a brand new engine in the car tonight for the race. We have to go with that ERS. I need to buy him a new one, I think, but just can't afford it at the moment. Have to wait till our sponsor money comes through. We're getting really, really tight on gearboxes here as well, so I'm probably going to have to buy a new gearbox too. Again, that's going to have to wait as long as we can possibly stretch that out before we buy the new one. Car setup, again, we're going to go with a 7. I'm going to go with a 14 on this rear wing. We're going to go... I went that way last time. Let's go this way. And let's push that up. And let's drop that down. And we'll send them out.
Radio check, Trucker. Can you hear me?
Copy, radio check.
Loading, clear. Radio check, radio check. Yep, radio's loud and clear.
Alright, so we'll just get a couple of thumbnails in on this run.
How does my tires look?
And then we'll start going through the patch notes for
Your tires.
what's going to drop next week. One more lap to get where we need to be with some traffic. got a little bit of that Mexico flavour of the curbing. There we go, we've got a bit of extra traffic in there this time. Try a couple with Mick at this point of the track. Ah, wrong button, damn it. That would have been a nice shot. There we go, and I think that's probably it now for thumbnails. So we'll speed them back up again, and let's go through the under investigation report on the website. Thank you for your continued support. The team have been investigating reported issues and are pleased to confirm that the next update for F1 Manager 24 will be coming to PC, Xbox and PlayStation next week, pending the usual testing and submission process. The update for the Nintendo Switch will be released at a later date.
My tire temps.
An early look at the patch notes for 1.8.
Cool size.
Stability and performance, improving game performance during wet weather. Fixed a UI soft lock that could occur during the race. And then the important stuff, staff, contracts and hiring. Fixed staff and facility effects not returning to normal at the end of sponsorship engagement period. I don't know if we've actually been affected by that, but I have seen other people being affected by that. Fixed driver or staff with agreed future contracts being poached by another team when entering a new season. We haven't done that yet because we haven't managed to get into a second season yet. Fixed drivers or staff being poached shortly after stating they had no intention of leaving. Oh boy, have we have we seen that one? What's next? Fixed AI teams making contract offers to drivers or staff they have already agreed a future contract with. That I've not seen. Fixed AI team leaving driver or staff positions vacant at the start of the second season. Again, we haven't made it to second season yet, so I don't know about that one. Fixed breakout clauses not being paid for poached drivers or staff. That's the important one. And that should calm down the transfer market substantially as well. Increased likelihood of AI teams promoting affiliates into vacant positions. Fixed driver or staff changes email not displaying future contracts. Fixed cases of AI teams replacing drivers already on long-term contracts. Race weekend, improved driver confidence balance. Hopefully that means we won't get absolutely battered every time we get overtaken. Fixed outlaps being timed during qualifying sessions. I mean, it's not a game-breaking bug. That's just a weird little display thing. So I didn't really care about that one. Fixed background animation in race prep screen running at 16 times speed. We have seen this one a few times now where our mechanics are going absolutely hyper in the garage behind us. Fixed the Grand Slam achievement not being awarded correctly. Fixed missing track textures at Marina Bay. We won't actually be able to see the change of that until next season. Unless we go and do a Singapore race replay. Drivers, fixed both drivers being assigned to the same car at the start of a new season. Again, we haven't seen that because we haven't made it that far yet. Fixed an email dilemma proposing investment in another team's affiliate driver. That makes sense.
VSC.
Let's have a quick look at that crash. Who was it who
Now
crashed?
the focus is on Lando Norris here.
Ooh, Norris and
Cutting
one of the
is
Williams.
so close. The car's coming together right there.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you've got
that Williams
to think
is out.
that this has made their weekend a whole lot harder.
Yeah, Fittipaldi's out. He's wrecked the car, but to be fair, wasn't his fault.
What a disaster.
Fixed team roster update email showing duplicate drivers. I've seen pictures of that in
Okay with the car?
in Reddit.
Happy.
And then for create a team, minor little change. Fix the front wing sponsor slots, projecting decals onto the side of the nose cone. That's for the ones that are on the side of the end plate. That's why I haven't been running sponsors on the end plates of my car, because it's been projecting them through onto the nose as well. So I'm glad that they're fixing that, but there are other issues with sponsors that need to be resolved on the car as well. So hopefully they'll fix some of those. And then it just says stay tuned for more information as to when it's going to drop. Continue to monitor feedback and for potential inclusion in future updates, blah, blah, blah. It's not necessarily the full patch notes. Hopefully there will be other stuff that's going to be addressed as well. But it's addressing the important stuff that everybody is complaining about, which is contracts. So at least that's being resolved. And we should get that, hopefully, around the end of the season. So what I might do is I might end our stream before we hit on next week on Tuesday when we get to Abu Dhabi and do the Abu Dhabi race. I'll end before we go into the following season and wait for the email for the patch before we then do the next day. So we might throw out a random stream the next day if the patch hasn't dropped. I might do a little bit of my Lamborghini save, or I might do a bit of the Porsche save that I've been doing on Twitch. We'll see. Let's check our setup feedback, and it's not great. 51 and 40. Definitely room for improvement. We'll start by making some changes to Mick. Right, I'm going to push that up to a 14.5. See what happens there. Let's throw that all the way over the way to a 9.1. Let's bring this back to a 3. Let's push this up to a 0.5. And let's... I'm not convinced. Maybe that's a 13.5. I don't think the front wing should be that high at this circuit. I don't think it should be more than a 7 or a 7.5. Let's go with the 7.5. And let's go with something like that. Let's see how that works. Liverpool 1-0 up against Bologna already. Nice. Or baloney, as the Americans might call it.
So watch out, Timothy. And stop in front of the garage. The guys are waiting for you.
You lost Albon due to one of those glitches. Well, at least you managed to replace it with someone similarly skilled. Evening, Adrian. Let's go down to a 3.7. Let's push that up. Actually, let's go back to a 2.8. Push that all the way up. Bring that down. And we'll run that. See how that works. I was going to make something similar, but slightly more offensive. There, Farah, you beat me to it and saved me having to insult one of my viewers. Thank you.
Just make sure you get some brake temp.
Copy.
Yeah, I've heard horror stories about just how bad contracts become in the second season. So at least the patch will come before that will really affect us, which is good. No new parts tonight, but we have managed to put some of the more recent new parts back onto Sergeant's car. He's still running a slight deficit to Mick in terms of car performance, but it's closer than it was. We've managed to put a couple of the parts back onto Mick as well. So you can see we are learning car part knowledge again.
How does my tires look?
I have actually seen Ferrari go, Hamilton go to Alpine on Reddit, but more frequently I've seen people saying that he's been bought out and gone back to Mercedes. Haven't seen anyone complaining of him being bought out and going to Red Bull yet. But I have seen multiple instances of Max just being dropped for Season 2. George Russell does seem to end up at Red Bull quite a lot when that happens. 63%, so it's still a lot of work there.
Back on the car.
84% for Logan, so we have made some decent progress there. And I want to double check car parts again at the end of this session.
That would be checkered flag. Checkered flag.
All right, one of the Red Bulls will have a penalty. Not sure which one. Let's go into car parts. So, they are both running the new chassis. There's still a difference on front wings because I don't have spares and I want to make sure that we can replace one. And I'm not making any more front wings because we've got a brand new front wing dropping tomorrow on the Saturday, which we'll be able to start building in about a week. They are both on the rear wing. Neither of them are on the new side pod. We've got Logan on the original Mark 1 and Mick on the updated Mark 2 because we ran out of side pods and we can't make any more at the moment. Underfloors, Mick is running the brand new underfloor. Logan is running the original Mark 1 underfloor. We have no spares at all on the underfloors. So that could be fun. And they are both running the brand new chassis, brand new suspension. So, yeah, that's where we are in terms of the actual parts on the cars. Let's go to a 1.9. Do I think I can get points today? Only if I get extremely lucky with safety cars. Because it's a very powerful circuit with a long double DRS zone. So our lack of speed and DRS won't do us much favours. But I mean, if we get late safety car drama, who knows? All right, so we're set with Logan. Let's have a look at Mick. Mick is still a long way off. Let's try that. I'm running Renaults, so very fuel efficient, but not very powerful.
That's green.
Middling reliability.
Cool the car. Copy.
And next season we have to pay for our engines, so probably end up sticking with Renault again, because no doubt they'll be the cheapest.
How's the balance?
Felt very good in the car.
Yeah, copy that.
Right, 93%. That's a better improvement. Let him keep running. I'll need a good sponsor to help cover the cost. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll have access to better sponsors with Daniel Ricciardo joining the team. He's got a much higher marketability.
And car balance feedback when capacity?
73 with Logan. That is not good, so we'll have to call him in early.
That's fine.
And as far as we can tell,
All right, so that is going to be a 7-3 then. All that like that. Take that all the way down to a 0. I'll try that. On top of that, we've increased our team attractiveness with some facility upgrades as well. So, yeah, hopefully we'll get some better sponsor options next season. When does the sponsor thing drop for season 2? Is it day 1? Just need a couple of tweaks. Don't really want to mess with the front wing angle. I might have to. Is that enough of a change? First half of January. Okay. I figured it would be much earlier than mid February. All right, let's try that. How long's left? About 14 minutes, so 12 laps of fuel will be enough. Doing more running than I normally would with Mick.
The upshift, degrading upshift.
Okay, bad gearbox for Nico. That's good news. Yeah, doing more running than I normally would on a weekend for Mick in practice, simply because I want to try and increase knowledge on that new underfloor.
When you have it, give me feedback on balance.
All right, we've got an optimal.
We understood.
And there we go. Perfect. Excellent stuff. So we've got Perez and Sonoda both getting a penalty for parts, I'm guessing. Joe has a penalty. Fittipaldi has a penalty. No doubt because he had to wreck. Well, not because he had to wreck, but because he had to replace a load of parts after his car got wrecked, thanks to that collision with Lando. So let's take a look at Perez. Running a new ERS, but an older gearbox and engine. Who else was it? It was Sonoda, wasn't it? Sonoda's running a new gearbox and a new ERS. He's going to be too pacey for us. And let's have a look at Fittipaldi. God, I shudder to think what Williams repair bill has been this year. A new gearbox. So it could have been worse. Isn't Yuki's penalty for the crash with Max? That was Baku, I think. So that would have been in Singapore that penalty was applied. Yeah, the crash was in Baku because I remember immediately commenting about shades of Ricardo and
How are the tires holding
Verstappen.
up? Any issues with them?
That huge lockup.
Okay, good. Yep.
Right, into final practice. We are going to do a little bit of snooping on the AI, and I'm going to run the mediums again. I'm going to gamble on extra softs. We are going to be two-stopping. So I'm gambling on safety cars. Might even three-stop, but and go soft, medium, medium, soft, soft, soft. Let's go with 20 laps of fuel. Let's do that. And again, mediums. Let's go 20 laps of fuel. Let's take a look. Oh, that's good. So just waiting on the front wing and the toe to figure out if that car is perfectly set up. It's looking good so far.
Okay, green light, green light.
And let's do some snooping on the rest of the grid. So we had a look at the guys with penalties. Let's take a look at everyone else. So Leclerc has a very bad gearbox. No, he doesn't. Leclerc is fine. Slightly weak on the ERS, so that could be an issue in the Grand Prix.
Anything we can help
Sainz is looking pretty good. Engine's a little down, but everything else is fine. Piastri is running a pretty powerful engine and a relatively new ERS. Norris running a pretty new-ish engine as well. So McLaren's could be quick tonight. Max also. No, wait, Max isn't out yet. Let's get everyone out before we start doing this. And we'll start again, so we can make sure we're definitely seeing what we need to see. Oh, so close. One click of toe. That's an easy fix. All right, there we go. So now we can take a look. So Leclerc looking like he may have ERS issues at some point in the race. Sainz should be fine. Piastri's going to be quick, although the gearbox is not ideal. Norris has definitely got some gearbox issues pending, but again, should be quick. Max is going to be very strong. Checo is going to have some issues. Russell should be okay. Hamilton should be okay. Ocon, he's going to be pretty quick. Gasly, it's going to be too quick for us as well, probably. Albon is going to be pretty solid. Fittipaldi, we know he's running that new gearbox. Pretty new engine as well. Magnussen might have some ERS issues during the race. Hulkenberg has got a brand new gearbox after the last one killed itself in the previous practice session. Ricciardo, new ERS units. Sonoda, new ERS unit and a new gearbox. Bottas, going to be quick with that engine. Joe, going to be very quick as well, so we're going to struggle against the Salvers tonight. Stroll, going to be quick. And Alonso could have some gearbox issues during the Grand Prix. You're not going to tell me which way to go, are you? I'm going to go that way. And even though we don't really need to, I'm going to send Mick out for another run. Again, want to try and make some more progress on that underfloor. If I can get an extra 2% on it, I'll be happy. I'll probably only get an extra 1%. Well, we're right next to getting the next level. So if we get to 93, I'll be happy with that.
Okay, checkered flag, Mick. That's the checkered flag.
There we go. We've got our 100% feedback, and we did not get to 93, which is a little disappointing. Ricardo now has a penalty. Again, that's that new ERS unit he's running.
We're moving on now to the all-important qualifying session.
Mexico City's thin air presents a real test to teams during qualifying laps. Reduced downforce can mean tricky cornering and a test for keeping the power units cool around this track.
Given what we've seen of late, what do you think of Kevin Magnussen there, Karun?
Looking at the lap times, we saw a real lack of pace from them in practice. They never looked quite comfortable with the setup, and they'll need to try something new for qualifying if they want to get past Q1.
Good point, Karun. Let's get on with qualifying.
All right. Best engine. That new ERS we put in last race. And only suitable gearbox that we have left. Brand new engine tonight. Only suitable ERS we have, and only suitable gearbox we have. Alright, let's get ready for quali.
Okay, should be green. Just get some brake temp here.
I'm going to do one run now, one at the end of the session, and
It's on
leave it
your
at that.
lap.
Copy.
Both drivers will have a baseline inside very high, which is really nice.
Clear ahead. Let's go. It's clear, it's clear. And you go push.
About 0.3 of a second, the difference. So 1:15.4 and a 1:15.6. So, just over 0.2 in the end. Not bad.
Press in button, and we will box now, box now.
Copy. Respect the delta.
Copy, penetrate.
And white line, and you can stop on the marks, find pre-start revs, and then switch off.
Prepping for that second run. And we'll wait. Let's see how far off the pace we are. If that's Mick's actual pace against Albon, I'm impressed. Because I didn't think we would have quite that much speed against Williams. Oh, lock up for Nico.
Now here we are tackling turn 3.
That's not an in-lap. Or an out, sorry, not a fast lap. That's either an in-lap or an
Struggling
out-lap.
with the car. They were just unable to do much about it.
As he locks to get out of the way of traffic. One way of getting out of the way of a blue flag. Sonoda's looking quick. Sonoda's looking very quick.
Copy.
Ricardo's looking pretty quick as well. And RB has really been a pretty potent weapon this year. Although I think it's also a combination of the fact that the drivers have had, you know, a lot of enthusiasm in their mentality hub as well, from good results, which has helped snowball that effect.
Good gap ahead. Remember, mode push, mode push.
So let's ride with Mick on this one. Yeah, traffic's not getting in the way, Mick, so you're okay. No improvement for either driver in the first sector. Albon has gone for another lap by the look of it and improved, but he's still slower, I think. I'm not sure if he's actually done his lap yet. I think the gap was bigger than just 700ths. No hold up there, no improvement in the middle for Sargent, but Schumacher gets an improvement.
P20.
So P20 for Logan.
Copy.
And Mick is P13. Wow. What a good lap from Schumacher. No slipstreams as well. Let's see how far we fall. Joe stays last. So 21st for Logan. I did not expect Mick to get through. I certainly didn't expect him to get through in 14th. With the penalties, then we could be starting quite high with Schumacher. If I can just keep him in the train in the first stint, we could be on for a decent position with him. It won't be a quick lap. Just building that confidence.
Press the in button.
Let's do another run on those tyres. Again, just to give us that little bit of extra confidence. Get us back into peak just for completing the run.
And we're in P9.
Spin for Danny Rick
Press
on his
in
flying
button,
lap.
Press in button, and we will box now. Mick, box now.
And now comes the all-important lap. See where we will actually qualify. Oh,
This
red
is
flag.
what happened. Here we are then looking at turn 12. There's clear contact there, but no matter the severity of the crash, it's always good to see the driver emerge unharmed.
Okay, there will be time for one last run. Everyone's going to go out at the same time, so we're going to try and get a slipstream off someone. See how well we can do here. Least we can do is 15th, thanks to Ricardo's retirement there. And here comes the whole field. And we'll get out behind Valtteri, which is a good car for us to get out behind. This is going to be an interesting final run for everybody here.
Try and work on the car a little bit.
There's no point us looking at splits because we're going to improve. We did 2 laps on very used tyres. Unfortunately, though, that red flag did reset our confidence back down to starting level, which is really frustrating. But it'll be the same for everybody else.
Remember, mode push.
Hopefully we're close enough to get some kind of benefit from the back of R3 here. Wouldn't normally try and qualify as high as we possibly could because of confidence, but we're in the situation where we need to grab every single opportunity we get for a point now. Could be make or break for where we finish in the constructors. We're tied with a couple of teams on a point, but we are bottom of the standings. So it's Max first, Perez third, Sainz is fifth, Norris ninth, Bottas is 14th. We improve, but not enough. We stay 15th. Tsunoda's 6th. Alonso stays 7th. Looks like everybody's not really getting the improvements they need thanks to that confidence reset. Ocon and Gasly definitely a lot quicker at the moment. Well, these two are late. They're on in-laps. So that's it. That's your qualifying order for the end of Q2. We are out 15th. But I am curious as to what damage has been done to Ricciardo's car. We'll have to take a look once the race gets underway. Let's see, sticks it on pole. Is it Max? Of course it is. A couple of tenths faster than Leclerc. Then Piastri third, Perez fourth, but with a penalty. Norris fifth, Sainz sixth, Tsunoda seventh, but with a penalty for 2 parts there, potentially. So that could drop him down 10 places, drop him down below us. Perez, I think, is just a 5-place penalty, so that will drop him down to 7th, 8th. Hamilton 8th, Alonso 9th, Russell 10th. Mick with a penalty. Why do I have a penalty? I haven't put a new part in the car. I didn't hit anybody, did I? In the last race? No, I didn't. Why do I have a penalty? What's the penalty for? I bet it's counting that engine as a brand new engine when it's not. It's an engine that we have in our allowance. Oh, that's so annoying. Ah, 18th and 19th then. Oh well. So let's start. Mediums. I've only got the one set of mediums. There we go. Super aggressive on those. Then we'll go soft. Soft. Might have to dial back the aggression on those mediums. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. Right, moving over to Mick. Let's go with 1 extra lap of fuel. I'm going to push the battery off the line with Mick, just to see if we can jump a place. And also to defend against Logan. I'm going to sneak up the inside. And then we'll turn it off again very quickly. And that is us prepped. Let me check. It is 1.2 kilos for a lap of fuel. In that case, let's go with 2 extra laps of fuel. Hope we don't get a very early safety car. And we are ready. Let's send them to the grid for the Mexican Grand Prix.
The anticipation is really building here. The fans in attendance are absolutely buzzing with excitement. If Pierre Gasly's feeling the pressure, he's certainly not showing it.
Starting P10 puts them in the right place to get some points. But there's still a lot to do.
Right, let's get to it then. This is it. Here we go with the Mexico City Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
Sargent got up the inside anyway. Yeah, it's a slow start for Magnussen. That's why we got... look how much ground he lost. But we'll concertina back up into turn 1. And now we'll go don't fight.
Copy.
She gives way. Now we'll turn off the battery.
Charge on.
Okay.
GRS enabled. P19. So first car ahead of you, Schumacher. Capcom 8. I will just behind you.
I'm not expecting to keep Ricardo behind me. Let's take a quick look at what damage he did to his car. Engine and gearbox don't look great. ERS is still fine. And that brand new ERS is running.
Mode push.
Copy.
Overtake is available if needed.
Copy.
Just stay clean, no mistake.
Copy.
We don't need to take any risks.
Copy.
And there we go, Ricardo has got through. It was inevitable, I think, at some point he was going to get past us. He's side by side at the moment, up the inside. No. Oh, no, wow. He just caught us napping in the corner there. Lucky there wasn't contact. Field is starting to stretch a little bit. We have a potential run on Magnussen here.
To recharge the pack.
Copy that.
And we got the move done.
Good job, Mick. Your P17.
And now we're up after Albon.
Albon 1.1. Charge on.
Copy.
Max has done his customary little breakaway at the front. About 2 seconds to Leclerc now. Sainz in third right behind his teammate. Then a little gap to Hamilton, just getting back into the DRS zone. See Ricciardo now having a look. And gets up the inside of Magnussen. What's everyone doing tyre-wise? Let's see. So bottom half of the grid mainly running on mediums. Top half of the grid all running on the softs. Tsunoda on those hard tyres. Sargent just keeping a watching brief as Magnussen gets back in front of Ricciardo. We might have a chance on Ricciardo here. Nah, maybe not. Can we at least hold off Fittipaldi? He's on softs. We have the inside line. Let's burn what little battery we've got.
Use overtake now, please.
Copy.
Fittipaldi did get through, so we'll go into harvest mode.
Calm down, mate. You're good. Zoom behind you. Need some recharge.
Copy.
So we just need to go charge on.
I'm inviting Ricciardo to have a look here by going into harvest, but we weren't going to get an overtake in, and we needed to get some more battery back into Mick.
All management looks good for me.
Understood.
Okay, charge on.
We'll have to turn that back on as well, which didn't help us.
Let's use that K1.
Sure. Remember overtake available.
Yeah, got it, yeah.
Okay, charge on.
Right,
charge
Joe
on.
is a long way off. Is that just his pace? I think it might be. Why is Joe's pace so slow? His car should be fine. Maybe he's just running really old parts.
Let's go charge on, please.
Understood.
once again, inviting Ricciardo to have that look. He will get us this time. He has a slipstream behind us. Oh, there we go. We'll tuck in now.
Okay, let's make the most of it. Charge on, charge on.
Right, we're starting to burn a little hotter than I would like. Just going to turn the tyres down for a lap. Bring those temperatures back down.
Copy.
Don't have to do any saving of battery for a little while now. We've got enough.
How's the deck, Mick?
Good. Okay.
We'll see if I can push back
And
past
use overtake if required.
Magnussen.
Mode push.
Copy.
Just getting dropped a little now that we've turned the tyres down.
Charge on, charge
Sargent is back through.
Keep doing what you're doing. You're P20.
Copy.
If we can get some pressure put on Fittipaldi, that'll help Schumacher.
Mode push.
Copy.
Should get a slipstream from Ricciardo here. And there we go. Back up into 17th place and ahead of Albon.
Okay, that's good. We're currently P17.
Got a run on Fittipaldi as well, maybe.
And Ricciardo.
Not this
Let's
lap.
recharge a bit.
Copy. Copy.
Tyre temps are back into a healthy window. You can see there the change in our wear rate. Now we can push the tyres up again.
This tire has plenty of life, we can push.
Magnussen has been dropped, and Joe really is that slow. Magnussen's dropping away as well. Or is our pace flattering to deceive here because we're still in the DRS train? That is a bit of a risk, a bit of a worry. We have been managing our pace very carefully to try and make sure we don't get dropped. So we might be a little bit more vulnerable as we hit clean air. Oh, and that is a wide moment for the Alpine, and we will try and sneak through. And we get him.
You did good, really
Gasly
good.
losing a few places there.
Let's see what happened there. And it was Mick Schumacher.
They see
involved.
Gasly goes wide,
It's certainly
gets
inviting.
overtaken by Ricciardo and by us.
That's 16th
almost
place now.
gets overtaken by the Williams of Alex Albon.
Mode push, mode push.
Copy.
Can be aggressive, people. Overtake usage.
Copy, copy.
And I have to push to make sure we don't lose the DRS through here, and I think
Close
we
up the
might
gap.
have done. It's a long run to turn one, and it's a double DRS zone as well.
Okay, you're currently
We did
P16.
lose the DRS. Damn it.
Okay, gap ahead 1.5.
The Sargent does get past Fittipaldi.
0.5.
So far we've been able to hold back Gasly, but we're already losing ground to Hulkenberg and Ricciardo. Ricciardo's definitely got more pace than Hulkenberg, and he's pulling Hulk with him. I am out of battery.
Charge on, charge on.
As we try and find a way past Albon there, but that doesn't pay off, so we'll tuck back in again. There's the rage. I'm not going to miss that. Hulkenberg has dropped, and we've got a chance to maybe close back up. It's going to be tough to do that while fighting off Gasly. Does mean I have to absolutely hammer the tyres.
Yep, got it.
Pit window getting ready to open. And Gasly gets through.
Cool, rear left if you can at all.
We lose out to Albon as well. That's frustrating. Sargent behind isn't going to attack us, so that's good.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
Looking at tyre wear.
How is the tire deg? How's the
We are
tire?
definitely pushing these tyres a little bit harder than some of the others. But we have to be aggressive in this first stint.
Copy.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Sergeant has DRS. Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy. Copy.
And the field is really bunched up again. Valtteri has dropped down into 13th place, having lost his DRS train. Ricciardo now up to 12th and a long way ahead. Was that a mistake from Bottas? 126.5, that's a slow lap. He must have made a mistake somewhere that we didn't see.
Okay, charge on.
Copy. Copy that.
Mode push.
Copy.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
look like? A couple laps or sooner than that?
Copy.
Ocon dropping back as well.
Copy.
Battery is good.
Copy. I don't know where my pace is, man. I'm really struggling.
Don't worry, buddy. Like you said, behind.
And we have a window of opportunity opening up to try and gain another couple of places for both of our cars here.
Charge on.
Copy.
Don't want the overtake here. I want the DRS. Ah, shit. All right, we've got to push.
Plenty of K1 available when you need it.
Copy.
You have overtake available.
Copy.
Now you see we have the slipstream to Ocon. That powers us through against Fittipaldi.
Doing good.
Now the battery. And we slip on through.
Pit stop.
Problem for Magnussen for an early stop because he knackered up his tyres a bit. The Haas pit crew back to their usual standards. Oh wow, this is a bad one. This is a really bad one. We didn't even see the end of it because it was that bad. Camera crew cut away in embarrassment there.
The pack.
Copy.
Remember, overtake available.
Copy.
Need some recharge.
Now Valtteri's in,
Okay, copy that.
getting off his mediums. Ocon coming in as well.
Let's catch the guys ahead.
Soft tyres for Bottas. Medium tyres for Ocon. And we have got our mediums out of the way, so we're going softs to the end now. We'll stop Mick first. We'll do another lap with Logan.
Understood. Yeah.
Just going to absolutely drain this battery.
Copy.
Make sure you give some energy.
Copy.
I've gone too quick. Broken
Charge on.
DRS for Sargent. There we go, he's back in.
We'll catch them.
Charge on.
Copy.
So Sargent should get the DRS,
Copy for the tree.
and he does. And he'll box this lap. And he's got an extra set of softs over the strategy as well.
Box.
Copy, box.
.4, that's a good stop. It's been a while since we've had a 2.4. could be good enough for points. Hey there, Mike. We'll come out just behind Valtteri. I think that will count as an overtake, unfortunately.
Bottas ahead. Ocon directly behind.
Copy.
And into the pits.
Yeah, confirm. Pit entry.
Gasly stopping as well. Oh, Alonso really unlucky there. He was getting held for both Gasly and us coming through. Another 2.4 second stop. We'll get right out on the heels of Gasly.
Will emerge in traffic. UP20.
And now we've got Mick right where he needs to be,
First car behind you.
which F1 constructor is based in Woking at
Car
McLaren.
3.5. 54 to go.
Copy.
To charge on.
Copy.
This tire is better for keeping tire temp, so that's good.
Copy.
Use the rest.
Confirm. I'm doing everything I can here.
Keep your calm. Got Magnussen first car behind you.
Oh, fault for Norris. We did say he might have some issues in this Grand Prix.
I lost drive or something.
In which year did Jacques Villeneuve win the championship? 1997.
Copy. Copy.
Mode push.
Copy.
And the race leaders are in. Hard tyres for Leclerc. Had a little delay getting out as Leclerc was coming through. Leclerc goes mediums. Piastri and Hamilton are in. Hamilton's going hard tyres. Good stop. Mediums for Piastri, who has to wait for Hamilton to go through.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Yeah, copy.
Oh wow, I'm through on Joe already.
Cover overtake.
Has he not
Copy.
stopped yet? No, he hasn't.
Good job. Okay, Alonso ahead. Okay, mode push.
Copy.
And Gasly's in trouble. No, Ocon's in trouble. Gasly gets through. We're going to try and follow that through as well. And there we go. Sargent up to 19th place. And I'm trying to get onto the back of Alonso here.
calculate P19.
who's being held by Stroll.
Gap ahead 1.6.
Yeah, Joe's really struggling at the moment on those tyres. Everyone around him is blitzing him.
Out of DRS.
Hopefully he goes another lap. I don't think he will, but hopefully he does.
Alonso really struggling.
Yeah, copy that.
Well, yeah, right. It certainly looks like they've developed a fault.
Albon's in. Set of hard tyres. Joe has stayed out another lap.
To P18. Gasly ahead. Gap in 4.8. First gap behind Ocon. Gap 1.2. Zebetek.
Copy that.
Should be able to complete this move. We have more grip. Come on, Logan. You can do this. There you go. Good lad.
So we just need to go charge on.
Copy.
Joe's almost certainly going to box this lap. So I'm not worried about him getting the DRS on the main straight. And there he is, into the pits.
So what DRS?
Copy.
Ocon has got the DRS to me. That is not ideal.
Copy.
Yeah, tires are looking good.
Just can't quite keep up with the Astons. Hulkenberg's all the way up in 9th place, although he hasn't stopped yet. He's going for a 2-stop then. As Russell gets past, he's now down to 10th. I think I just about managed to hold off Gasly on the DRS zone. Ocon's going to get me though. And Ricciardo boxes. And that could be a saving grace for Mick, maybe. Since 1950, drivers representing 15 different countries have won the championship, named 10. Okay, we'll start with the easy ones. Verstappen, Holland, Netherlands. Hamilton, Britain. Going back before that, Rosberg, Germany. Alonso, Spain. Raikkonen, Finland.
And how are the tires?
So that's 5. I need 5 more. Senna, Brazil. Prost, France. Fittipaldi, Brazil. Already done Brazil. Give me a moment. Just I'm trying to think, but I'm also trying to focus on the race as well.
It's okay.
Come on, hold him back, hold him
Next
back,
car
hold him
behind is
back.
Ocon.
There we go. So, Canada, Villeneuve. That's 6.
Ocon behind is DRS.
Let's go. Alan Jones, Australia, 7. Rosberg, I think, was Swedish, Keke. So we'll go with that for 8. I can't remember if Fangio was
Now, there's been
Argentinian
an
or
issue in the
Italian.
pits.
Lots of battling ahead. Anything's possible. So watch for Sargent behind. He's 2.7 behind.
But the car's definitely not happy.
Stuart,
Surely some
Scotland.
kind of fault.
Is that a bit of a cheat? Will you allow Scotland and England as 2 separate countries? Technically they are, but they race under Britain. Lauda was Austrian, wasn't he? I think. Was he Austrian or was he German? I think he was Austrian. That would be 10. I'll see if I can think of another couple just in case. Oh, Rosberg's Finnish. Okay. The others are out of my era. Yeah, I figured they would be. Will you allow England and Scotland as separate countries or not? No. Okay, bugger. And was Fangio Argentinian? Or was he Italian? Because I can't remember. He is Argentinian. So let me go. So that's Argentina with Fangio. We've got Lauda, Austria. Rosberg, Schumacher, etc. Vettel for Germany. Hamilton, Stewart, Mansell, Button, blah, blah, blah for Britain. Alonso, Spain. Raikkonen, Hakkinen, Finland, Rosberg, Finland as well. Senna, PK, etc. Brazil. Prost, France. That's 8. Did Ascari win a world championship for Italy? Alan Jones, Australia, that's 9. And Ascari was said, give me the other countries, I'll see if I can get them.
How is the tire? How is the deg?
Both seem to degrade a bit, but it's still fine to go.
How are we doing on tyres? So Valtteri's boxing soon. He's probably 3 stopping, same as us. We've got the measure of Albon at the moment, although he is lapping a little bit quicker than us. Hulkenberg, we seem to have the measure of Hulkenberg. Fittipaldi, Magnussen, Joe, we've got the beating of them. So we're going to get our sponsor achievements tonight. I'm pretty sure of that. It's just a question now of how high we can finish with Mick. See if we can close him in on the back of Ocon here.
Copy.
USA, South Africa, New Zealand. Okay. Mario Andretti for USA. I can never remember who the South African was. I think we even mentioned him in a question a couple of nights ago. And I don't know about New Zealand. I only named 10 separate countries. Jody Scheckter. Was that who it was?
Okay, Mick, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Yeah, it was Scheckter. And Denny Holm. No, I've no idea who Denny Holm is. So, go through the ones that are stated then, because I only named 10 countries, not 12. And then obviously I got Scheckter and Andretti afterwards, but... Oh, fuck, Logan.
Take on, mate.
I made a little mistake.
Yeah, you did.
So let's take a look at the replay. Here we are then at the 11th corner. Oh, and the car locks up. Just unable
Kept it
to
out the wall.
control the car by that point.
Didn't lose a position, but he did lose a whole load of time. And
Need some
that
recharge.
isn't great.
Back off a bit, please.
I'm going to have to amend his strategy here.
And go push, go push. And box, 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 box.
Yeah, box, box.
Let's add the lift and coast back in.
Copy.
Would like to increase a bit the Lyco everywhere.
Oh, yeah, I did mention Vilna for Canada as well, didn't I? So, yeah, I did name that one. So, UK, we got the UK. Germany, yeah, we got Brazil, Argentina, Finland, Australia, Austria, France, Italy, Netherlands, USA, Spain. Oh, yeah, maybe I did then. Because UK was Hamilton and co. Germany, Vettel and Schumacher, etc. Brazil, Nelson Piquet, Senna, Emerson Fittipaldi. Argentina, Fangio. Finland, Keke Rosberg, Kimi Raikkonen, Mick Hakkinen. Australia, Alan Jones. Austria, Lauda. France, Alan Prost. Italy, Alberto Ascari. Netherlands,
Pit entry.
Max. I forgot Max as well. Yeah, so yeah, I did name 12. And then USA, Andretti. Spain, Alonso. New Zealand was the one I didn't know. Denny Holm. South Africa, Shakhtar. Canada, Villeneuve. Yeah, okay, I got not bad. A little bit of a clue on two of them in terms of the country, but I got the drivers once I knew the countries. So I got 14 out of 15. I'm pretty pleased with myself there.
Your P20.
Oh wow, look how slow we are into that corner. And that counts as an overtake against us as well. It's really fucking annoying.
Zoo behind. Zoo 1.5 behind.
Yeah, the only driver in that list I've never heard of is Denny Holm. Wow, I've been lapped already with Logan.
Overtake is available.
Yeah, Alberto Ascari named the Ascari chicane at Monza, named after him.
To recharge the pack. Overtake is available if needed.
Plenty of K1 available when you need it.
Copy. And use overtake, use overtake. That's good, that's good. Well, that's ahead.
Ooh, Sonoda with an issue. Still running high up in 7th.
But there!
Ah, damn it, Albon got me. I was hoping I could hold him off before I boxed.
Box now, Mick, box now.
Copy box.
I meant to box Mick at the end of that previous lap and I forgot. We'll box him this lap.
We will box now, Mick, box now.
Norris's fault escalates.
But it looks like they're carrying.
Try and get the temps down.
And that's Max coming up to lap me in the background as well. I'll be I'll be in and out the pits before that becomes an issue. I will get into lap traffic, but hopefully I can stay far enough ahead to not have to really suffer with the blue flags. Yeah, that was a good question. I enjoyed that one. Had to work hard for it, but I enjoyed it.
Good entry.
All right, 2.5, not bad. We've had better stops with both drivers already, though. There goes Leclerc. No, there goes Sainz. And again, we are painfully slow into that first corner.
Okay, next, Sergeant. Behind you have Joe.
Yellow flag.
2.5.
Someone just running wide. Oh, lock up for Fittipaldi.
Now this was at turn 3. Very heavy on the brakes. They
Oh,
took
that's
a
right in
gamble,
front of
and it was just
Mick.
too late.
Or is it right in front of Logan? Right in front of Logan. There he is. I've heard back from Wayne. He says he's fine. Hopefully we'll be back in the stream tomorrow. He says if Anthony's there, tell him I'm really sorry for the other night. Complete accident. Let's try and get a little bit more temp in these tyres.
I can focus on bringing temperature in the tires. Blue flag for you.
Hopefully I can stay ahead of Sainz and not get blue flagged by him as well by doing this. Although that might be a bit of an ask. I am looking quicker than Max though. And quicker than Perez as well.
Good and brake temps are good.
So I'm keeping that Red Bull behind me. See what was the final score. We beat Bologna 2-0. Nice. McAllister and Salah. No, we did get hit with the blue flags. Maybe I can get some DRS out of that Ferrari.
Tires are in good shape. He's overtake. He's overtake.
Right, tyres are up to temp. Let's start pushing Schumacher.
Mode push.
Oh, yeah, I've not even bothered looking at the other scores. I only really pay attention to Liverpool scores.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, come on!
This is all I've got.
I don't worry. That's fine.
Fittipaldi! What the hell? That's one of them out. Hopefully it's not us. Hopefully it's Enzo. But I think it's us as well.
It's red flag.
Yep, it's us. Ah, damn it. I know that's our fault. We might get the penalty for that. And that kills our chances of the sponsors getting the payout from Sargent now, which was pretty much a certainty.
And not much that the team can do about that.
And it's more parts I can't afford to replace. And now I have to think long and hard about what I want to do strategy-wise here. I think we have to stick to the original plan and two-stop, or one-stop this final stint rather than changing tyres now and going to the end. I could go the hards, but I just don't think I'll have enough pace, and I think I'll be vulnerable. I wish I could pull up the strategy point at here and see, but I can't. I wish I could do that before I had to make this decision. If I was quick enough, I could have done it before it hit the it triggered the sequence. Let's go with those tyres. We'll go for the soft instead of the hards. We'll try and punch our way through, get some overtakes, get some confidence, do a quick undercut, and then go on to a new set of softs and try and catch back up again.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
No more lifting close.
And we're not the only ones who are planning that either. Let me just see, would they have gone the distance? Yeah, they would, but I don't think it would have been a great run.
Okay, perfect, Mick. Let's get back up to pace.
You've not seen much of this file. How are we getting on? Slow. We're very slow.
Let's give it a go.
Copy.
So, anyone on hard tyres is going to the end. Anyone on mediums, if they've got a good car and they're a good driver, probably going to the end. So, Norris, Verstappen, Hamilton, Russell, Stroll. Magnussen's probably going to push those mediums like they're a set of softs. And anyone who's on softs isn't going to make it to the end, I don't think. Leclerc.
And as far as we can tell,
it is harder, partly because some of the mechanics aren't working properly. Also, it's just, you know, depending on how you set your first season up, and we set it up to be a real challenge, and it is definitely that.
Just do the best you can. Okay, you're doing an excellent job. You're P13. Okay, that's Norris ahead.
But I'm going to see if this safety car, the way it's fallen, and the strategy we're going with might just allow me to sneak a point.
You have Gasly ahead.
The fact that Norris and Alonso both have faults really does help me out. Perez now with a fault.
I'm having quite an aggressive downshifts, and it's I feel like it's locking the rear end.
Good stuff.
All right, Mick is into peak confidence. What a great first lap on the restart there. We're up to 11th. Our first 2 laps.
Gap ahead, 9.
Let's just get into a rhythm. Let's recharge a bit.
If I end up getting a point, I won't care about Stroll. I'll actually probably thank him for giving me the opportunity to do this.
How's the deck?
Good, it's okay.
And let's go charge on, please. Cool. Rear left if you can at all.
Right. I want to have a look at these faults, but I don't want to risk losing any positions while we're doing it. So let's have a look. We know Leclerc has an issue. We know Perez has an issue. So let's take a look at Leclerc. Leclerc has an ERS issue. That's not a great issue to have at a circuit like this. Perez has a gearbox issue. We said he might run into gearbox issues, and he has. Who else has a fault? Sonoda, maybe? Let's see if it's cleared up for Yuki. No, Sonoda still has an engine issue. Norris and Alonso. Norris having really bad gearbox issues, and that's really going to help me. And Alonso also having severe issues, also with gearbox. That's also really going to help me. Fantastic stuff. Which driver holds the record for consecutive championship wins, and over what period? It's a shared record, isn't it? Ascari won 5 in a row. Not Ascari, sorry. Fangio won 5 in a row. Schumacher won 5 in a row. Hamilton's won 4 in a row, I believe. With the Ascari, I'm sure Fangio won 5 in a row. I'm not sure, but I know Schumacher definitely won 5 in a row. And that was 2000 to 2004.
Let's keep going.
Oh, that must be Schumacher then.
Good job. P11. Charge on, charge on.
I know Fangio won 5 titles. I just assumed he'd won them all in a row.
Mode push.
Did I get the DRS off the back of Charles here? Please tell me I did.
Gasly 0.6.
Yes.
No problem. Keep digging. And we're happy with you pushing. We'll catch these guys. No more overtake. Charge on, charge on. Okay, back off.
Copy.
Come on, hold off Gasly. Hold off Gasly. Good lad.
Let's just put our head down. Okay, we'll get ourselves up to Stroll.
This is where I might start going backwards.
Okay, let's make the most of it. Okay, charge on.
Copy. Copy.
Just keep hanging in there.
Both Alpines are getting me. I've got a gap though to Norris.
We still have a chance. Next car behind is Norris. He's 3 seconds behind. Okay, good job. Now pick up your pace. Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Let's use that K1.
Copy.
Got to get
We'll
back in
catch
that
these
DRS.
guys. Let's catch them.
Trying to protect these tyres a little bit because I've really used and abused them, but I need to stay with the Alpines here. I missed the DRS, I think.
Behind 2.3.
As long as I can get the slipstream.
Back in this fight.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
That'll help me keep with them. Oh, I did get the DRS. Oh, thank God for that.
DRS.
Yeah, copy.
Just hold back a little bit.
Copy.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
How feasible is this one? Name 10 drivers who sat in the Jordan. Schumacher.
Lots of crashes.
I don't know if I'm going to get this one. Hill, other Schumacher. Let me have a see who crashed. Hulkenberg doesn't help. But he hit Alonso, that helps.
Big contact.
Alright, what's the damage done? Not really anything tyre-wise.
Car behind his bag.
Hulkenberg's got some damage. Actually, that probably does help me a little bit.
We'll just see what we can do.
Yeah, Hulkenberg's missing a wing. That'll slow him down. That'll make it much easier for me to get back past him again. Shit, Magnussen's all over me.
Mode push.
Copy.
No tire managing required. Let's use it.
Just got to trust I got the DRS there.
Charge on.
Ralph Furman, I think, drove for Jordan. I actually met Ralph Furman at Silverstone in 2003. Frentzen, Heinz-Harald Frentzen.
Car behind is Kevin. Kevin, 0.5 behind.
Is it Keller?
Battling ahead. Anything's possible. Okay, charge on.
Copy.
Okay, perfect. Let's get back up to pace.
I can't remember if Irvine started with Jordan or if he started with Sauber when he hit Senna. I think it was Jordan.
Currently P13.
I'll have a crack at Eddie Irvine.
Ocon 0.8. So Kevin behind, 0.5 behind. Yeah, just go a bit slower.
Copy.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
I should know this, but there were so many that were only there for a few races.
Gap 0.5. So we'll totally catch them up, okay?
Christian Albers?
Mode push.
Copy.
You can pick up the pace now. Okay, Mick, let's just put our head down.
Not listed. He must have driven someone else. Oh, no way. I think it was an Arrows driver, Albers. Who else drove Jordan? Think.
Good.
Understood.
Did Nick Heidfeld drive for Jordan? I know he drove for Sauber. Did he drive for Jordan as well?
Just do the best you can.
I'm trying to think if there's anyone else I can remember.
Kevin, 0.8 behind with DRS. We can pull up to Gasly. Charge on.
Copy.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Okay, copy.
Box now, box.
Copy for box.
So much for the highs of peak confidence. It was fleeting, but it was nice. Oh, of course, Brundle and Barrichello. I forgot about Barrichello. Lacey? Oh, I forgot Sean Lacey drove for them. Timo Glock. And Jano Trulli. Yeah, I should have got Trulli. I didn't realise Timo Glock drove for them.
Charge on.
Whenever I think of Glock, I just think of Toyota.
So we just need to go charge on.
Copy.
Oh, damn it, Well, actually, no, that's not a bad thing. Magnussen stopping at the same time as me. It gives me a chance to try and retake the position, or maybe just sit behind and protect the tyres, keep the battery nice and charged, and pounce. Use him to help me catch up on the cars in front of us. .8 stop, not great. Wasn't a good stop for Magnussen either. Alex Albon has stopped as well.
Kevin ahead. Gap ahead, 0.9. Laps to go. 18 laps to go. Let's just get into a rhythm. No problem.
So Jacko's gone for a set of softs.
Boat push.
Who else is going to stop? Joe and Valtteri both going to stop very, very soon. Ricardo, Tsunoda, they're both going to stop. Everyone else is probably going to go to the end. Evelyn Harvey, why is Sargent out? He collided with Fittipaldi.
Well, yeah, right. It certainly looks like.
So it's another ruined car for Fittipaldi, and again, not his fault, but that's two cars that Fittipaldi has been not at fault for breaking this weekend for Williams. Their repair bills horrendous. It's worse than mine, and mine's pretty bad.
You're doing a good job with temps.
Copy.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
That's Ricardo and Tsunoda both boxing at the same time. And that's not going to work for Tsunoda unless it's a clean start, and even then it's not great. What's my car ranking? Terrible. Worst in some categories, slightly better in other categories, but still pretty bad. Joe and Bottas are both in. So I'm not going to catch them to put a lap on them, but or get the overtake on them, but I'll pass them in the pits.
We just need to manage a bit more.
Oh, bad stop for Joe. That hurts Valtteri. He gets a very quick stop. That was a very quick stop indeed. Look at all the cars with damage/faults in front of us. Going all the way up to 10th. There is a point on here. It's going to come down to how well I can manage the tyres. And whether or not Perez can pull away from Norris, which he probably will. But if there's a retirement, I could be on for a point. And with Alonso and Norris both having really bad gearboxes, it's entirely possible one of them might break. Do some upgrades. There's 4 races to go after this one. I've got a new front wing that's about to that has dropped and is ready to go into production, and I've got other parts that need to be made, but because I'm out of spares. But no time, no money to make upgrades for that probably won't even make the car at this point. I'm not lapping quick enough.
Plenty of K1 available when you need it.
Copy.
We need a back off.
Copy.
Second guessing myself as to whether I should have gone for the hard tyres instead, looking at where Gasly and Ocon are. Although having said that, Perez is right behind them. He's going to get back in front of them. Ricardo will probably get back into the top 10.
Okay, we're out of the RS.
Copy.
To charge on.
Copy.
I can get Alonso, I can get Norris, and I can get Hulkenberg. Anyone beyond that, I don't know. And I should, if I can balance the tyres right, get Magnussen as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 places. So I'll get him up to 13th. Might not get higher than that.
Your managing is good.
So notice through on Norris.
Okay, more lift and coast, please.
Copy.
Need Magnussen to get held up behind Alonso for a couple of laps. Oh shit, I know what I need to do as well. That's hurting my pace. I forgot to turn that off. God damn it. Magnussen got the DRS. He's just going to cruise on through. Perez's fault escalates.
But the car's definitely not happy.
His gearbox is having some issues now. Twelve laps to go. I'm not worried about Alpine scoring points. It's Haas I'm worried about. Magnussen's got so much more pace than I do.
Ahead is Alonso. The gap is 2 right now. Okay, let's make the most of it.
Hopefully I can stay with him. I can't. It's just too quick. 11 laps for us, because we haven't been lapped yet. We're not likely to be lapped either.
We're currently P17. Okay, Alonso ahead. Alonso 1.2. Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Try and get the temps down.
Copy.
This is where Alonso really loses time in the corners with that gearbox giving him a terrible acceleration.
How is the tire?
Good, it's okay.
I'll see if you can find any time. Good job. We're currently P16.
He's 5 seconds ahead. Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Hulkenberg might box. Hope he doesn't. With that damaged wing, I hope he stays out. He's boxing, damn it. It's another car I didn't get the chance to overtake on track. That would have been useful. Ocon and Gasly are starting to struggle. Ocon in particular had a very slow lap there. They're both with pretty naff tyres. But if they keep getting the DRS on each other, that's what keeps giving them a bit of a boost.
Mode push.
Copy.
If you don't need it, no lift and coast.
Copy.
You have nice tire temp now.
Yeah, copy.
Took 1.8 seconds out of Norris. Closed the gap by 0.6 to Magnussen, but that's because I was batterying and I can't really do that for very long. Ocon and Gasly both now in the 123s. Gap is 13 seconds. Ricardo gets another fault escalation.
But there!
Those gearbox not looking too good.
No ERS.
It's me out of battery.
Copy.
Close the gap back to Magnussen.
Copy.
Let's look after this tire.
Copy.
Took a second out of him that lap. Gasly's pace 2.5, 2.7 seconds slower than us. Ocon nearly 3 seconds slower than us. If that pace continues, I can catch Ocon. Oh, that's Perez retiring.
A terminal failure. Absolutely gutted.
That now becomes potentially problematic. Magnussen now might have a chance of getting that point. If I was with Magnussen, I would be celebrating that because it would give me a chance at getting that point, but I'm not close enough. There we go. Perez is out of his home Grand Prix. And he had just 6 laps to go.
There's a car stopped ahead. Lifting coast is good.
Copy.
Unbelievable.
Okay, it'll be 6 laps to go. 6 laps.
Copy.
Can push even more.
New fastest lap for Nico Hulkenberg, 1:17.1. That's probably done Leclerc a favour because Max would have had it, I think. Oh no, it's done Max a favour. Leclerc had it.
Yeah, take over up.
Magnussen's passed Norris already. And he's not far behind the 2 Alpines. Magnussen's going to get that point. I'm too far behind to respond. Damn it! We're going to lose ground in the constructors again.
Five laps to go.
Yeah, okay.
All right, I need Gasly to stay in 10th. But his tyres are dying.
Okay, perfect, Mick. Let's get back up to pace.
I really need to catch Norris at the right point on track as well, which I don't think I'm going to do.
Just hold back a little bit.
I need to be within a second at this point next lap. Hopefully I can do that, and then I can get that DRS, slingshot past Norris and try and go after Magnussen.
Four laps to go.
I'm not going to do it.
We're happy with you pushing. We'll go to high fuel now.
I have to give it everything to get that DRS.
Let's just keep the pressure on. Okay, mode push.
Copy.
Come on, Mick.
Okay, there's McLaren ahead. Norris 1.9 ahead. Okay, we're still okay.
It's too far ahead. I'm not going to get him. Not where I need to.
All driving and management very good. connection's quite bad now.
Three laps to go. Mick.
Hamilton
Three
looking to
laps.
pounce on Piastri.
Charge on. Try to do some lift and coast. Charge on, charge on.
At least Magnussen isn't likely to catch Gasly now.
Norris ahead. Gap ahead, 0.9. We'll just see what we can do. No more lift and coast. This tire has plenty of life, we can push. Charge on.
Lost Norris again. God damn it. That's the DRS line we just crossed. Norris actually closing back up on Magnussen. Magnussen's killed his tyres, looking a desperate attempt to try and get into the points.
No more overtake.
Understood.
2 laps to go, Mick. 2 laps.
Copy.
Yeah, just go a bit slower.
Copy.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Should have gambled with the hards.
I cannot push. Something is strange.
What I should have done, actually, no, thinking about it, what I should have done is I should have stayed with the softs, but put brand new softs on at the restart and then put hards on and just pushed the crap out of those
Keep
hards
digging.
for the final stint.
Starting last lap.
Copy.
Will we see any punctures? Magnussen might,
Max
if he's not
Verstappen
careful.
over the finish line and today's winner.
I can still get Norris.
Norris ahead. Gap is 1.3.
Need a little bit of luck to do it, though.
Okay. Okay, good job. Now pick up your pace.
Nah, he's pushing. I'm amazed his gearbox went the whole distance.
Okay, we need to save some fuel. Okay, back off. Plenty of K1 available when you need it.
There we go then. We will settle for 14th. Just couldn't quite find what we needed. And we run out of fuel as we cross the line. Almost able to challenge
Dear,
for
oh dear,
points.
what a disaster.
Confirmation then of the final result. Yet another win for Max. And he got the fastest lap at the end as well. So, once again, he stretches his lead by another 8 points over Charles Leclerc. It's really looking like Verstappen's going to win this title now. Sainz up 2 places into third, makes it a double podium for Ferrari. So they do close the gap to Red Bull a little bit in the constructors. They score 33 points, but again, Max getting that fastest lap and the win means that damage limitation for Red Bull there. Fourth place goes to Hamilton. He did get past Piastri in the end, beaten by 3 seconds. So good result for Lewis. Disappointing result for McLaren, with Piastri struggling at the very end and Norris struggling for most of the race. Look at Ricciardo. Despite having that intermittent issue with his gearbox, he still gained 14 places and got 6 solid points there for RB, with Tsunoda also gaining some good points as well. Stroll getting a couple of points for Aston. Russell down into 9th place. Gasly gets another point for Alpine, ahead of Ocon. Thankfully, Magnussen wasn't able to get up into 10th place, so we stay tied on 1 point with Haas. Then Norris just about managing to make the end of the Grand Prix there. Not a good race for him at all. Down 9 places. Schumacher in 14th. For the briefest moment, looked like we might be able to challenge for points after that lightning restart from the red flag, but it wasn't sustainable, unfortunately. Hulkenberg in 15th. Then it's Albon in 16th. 17th for Zhou. 18th for Alonso. A disastrous race for him. Again, nursing a really, really badly damaged gearbox there. Bottas down in 19th place. Then it's Fittipaldi in 20th. Sargent in 21st. And Perez in 22nd. Sargent colliding with Fittipaldi, which forced the red flag, and Perez's gearbox just gave up, and he had to retire with just over 5 laps to go. In the driver standings then, it is Max stretching that lead. It's now up to 30 points. Norris, no points for him. He's lost some ground. Perez, though, unable to close up on Norris. No points for him either. And Sainz now has closed the gap to Perez to within 13. So it is game on for P4 at the moment in the standings between Perez and Sainz. Piastri gets some decent points, 10 points, loses a little bit more ground to Sainz. He's 20 behind, but still in the conversation there. Tsunoda with 7 points in 7th place with 4 points. Ricciardo gets the gap down to just 5. It's going to be an interesting fight between those two in the closing rounds. Hamilton with 12 big points, stretches his legs a little bit over George. That's a 21-point gap now. Alonso in 11th, no points for him on 52. Stroll closed the gap a little bit more again. That's now a 16-point gap. Then it's Ocon with 4 points, Gasly with 4 points, Albon with 2, Bottas, Hulkenberg and Schumacher all with 1 point. And then the non-scorers, Magnussen, Sargent, Zhou and Fittipaldi. Into the constructors standings, 26 points for Red Bull, 33 points for Ferrari. The gap is down to 43, but they needed to close the gap more there with Perez failing to finish. McLaren, only 10 points for them. They're on 459. They're out of the conversation now, I think, for second, completely and utterly. But they are also comfortably clear of RB. So it looks like McLaren are going to take third. Red Bull are probably going to take the championship. Ferrari will run them to the end of the season, it would seem. Mercedes in 5th place are now pretty comfortable from Aston Martin. I don't think they're going to catch RB. So it looks like Mercedes are pretty much going to stay 5th. Aston will stay 6th. Alpine 7th. That's probably guaranteed now. And then Haas jumping Sauber with a higher position. Even though it's tied on points, we are still tied with both of those teams, but down in 11th place. Williams 1 point ahead of us in 8th. In the pit stops, we did get both of our cars into the pit stops there. Fantastic in the top 10. 6th and 8th. That is an extra 12 points for us. Really needed those points, especially with Williams getting 12 points as well. McLaren just about scraping some points. 3 there. So RB not getting in the top 10 at all. Nor did Sauber, nor did Ferrari, nor did Aston. Both Mercedes are in there. Good, solid points on Mercedes. Red Bull taking 43 points there. No, 38 points. That will really close that gap up to McLaren. Let's see what the standings look like. Red Bull actually go top They go top by 16 points over McLaren there. Ferrari a distant third place. RB in fourth. Now under serious pressure from Mercedes. There's just 10 points separating those two teams. No points for Aston tonight. Alpine gets 6 points. They are now just 4 behind Aston. Williams there in 8th place on 57 points. We jump Haas with a 5-point gap now, and we are 8 points behind Williams. And Sauber still down with about 20 odd points. So a long way off now. But that is fantastic news. We've moved up a place. That's a little bit of a higher payout at the end of the season. Not a lot higher, but it all counts. And maybe we can still catch Williams. There you see our pit stops, a 2.4 and a 2.6 for Sargent, a 2.4, a 2.5 and a 2.8 for Mick. First stop's definitely the best. No payout for Sargent, and he was guaranteed. As long as he finished the race, he was guaranteed to make his payout. It's a shame. Mick gets his payout. 410,000 added to our ailing coffers. The front wing is ready to go into production. Brazil is only 4 days away, though, so we won't have it for Brazil, unfortunately. We will have to wait until Vegas for that new front wing. We have 4 rounds to go. We have a sprint tomorrow with Brazil, and then a sprint again on Monday when we hit Qatar. Friday will be our week-ending race at Vegas, and maybe we can squeeze a point there. Let's see what is missing. So, Sargent broke a chassis. That was the brand new chassis again. So we'll roll him back to the previous mark again. Front wing is gone. And that is why... crap. So, I don't have a spare front wing now. Because Mick's front wing is broken as well. From just wear, by the look of it. Suspensions. That was one of the new suspensions. At least I still have that spare. Yeah, a rear wing failed on Mick. But we don't have the Mark III yet. That's why it's still Mark IIs. I don't have a spare. So let's install that on Logan. And put the Mark III on Mick. Side pods are definitely going to be an issue soon. Really want that side pod back. I just don't have any space left. Let's see, 3 days to go until that chassis and that suspension are complete. And at this point, I'm now just going to put new parts only on Mick and try and keep spares for Mick, I think. Just to maximise our chances of actually getting something. Oh, it's going to be a wet race. Look at that. A wet race on Sunday. It'll be a dry sprint. But the race itself will be wet. I'm not sure if that's going to do me a favour or not. Maybe. Will be harder to overtake. But it'll be harder for us to overtake as well. New ATR period has opened up. I have a little bit of money. So let's go ahead and get a big research project done. Let's see. Where do I want to put the big gain for next season? It's minus 5% across everything. Let's do it on the underfloor's already had one. Is it going to show me that? If I go to the rules and regs now. Yes, it is. And look at that. We've actually covered off the losses with that one upgrade. Or that one research project. I could really develop the underfloor for next season with a monster research project. Or, this is our last ATR. Let's split the hours. I'm doing a side pod project that will cover off the side pods probably. Let's do it on the wings. Oh no, wait, the wings are expensive. Screw it. Let's just throw everything into the underfloor. Let's try and really boost our underfloor for next season. There we go. All right, we have a spare chassis and suspension again. Let's get those front wings underway. Can only afford one, but it's a start. It won't be ready for Brazil, but it will be ready for Vegas. Let's have a look at the calendar. Yeah, it's a triple header look. I think, no, wait, that's Brazil. And then we have a little bit of a gap. So that's Brazil. We've got a 2-week gap until Vegas. Oh, that will mean I'll get my side pods back. If not on both cars for Vegas, certainly one for Vegas, and both will be on the car for Qatar and then Abu Dhabi. We will finally end up at some point in the last couple of races with a full Mark III car for Mick and hopefully for Logan as well. 1 day to go. Let's advance our time a little bit. How long do I have to wait until I get my money from the sponsors? There, after Vegas is when we'll get our sponsor payout. So that's when we can immediately put our upgrade in for the factory for next season, because that's been such a bottleneck for us this year. That'll help ease things next year by having a third slot. Let's take a look at the end of month stuff. We'll get that done before we end the stream. It's going to be cold, apparently. Okay. That'll improve tyre wear a little bit. That's where our car sits for Logan. Car 2 is a little bit better. Did our drivers improve? We've got an extra point in braking for Schumacher. Good, because he desperately needed that extra point. No gains for Sargent. Let's get our pit crew training done. Give them the Tuesday off. Let's get some split training in. Yeah, we'll give them the Monday off. Another 6 days, hopefully, of split training going in. Our fatigue level's getting a little high. I can get half a day in. Let's go with half a day of car building. That sets me up nicely there. And I can get a full day of training in here. Let's go a full day of gym training. And then half a day of gym training. There we go. And that will be it for the month. Actually, no, it's a sprint weekend, isn't it? Let's go with some car building, maybe. Let's split that like that. There we go. I forgot that's a sprint. There's still one more round after that. All right. That's our pit crew training done for the month. Definitely seeing the improvement in our pit crew training results, thanks to Aurelian being our new sporting director there. Just wish he had a photo. Our scouts tied up at the moment. Wind tunnel is now in need of a refurb. A refurb will cost 1.5 mil. That's not too bad. We'll get that refurb done in the close season. I got 1.2 mil. So let's go ahead and start rebuilding the side pods. Let's get 2 of those underway. And let's add in extra front wings. That will put me in debt. I can afford that little bit of debt, because we'll clear that when we come back tomorrow. So there we go. That's the end of the race for tonight, the end of tonight's stream. We've actually got Mick looking in a pretty good mood, which is nice. Let's check in quickly with the board and see what they thought. They were happy with Mexico. So they enjoyed Mick getting 14th place there. That's good. And Mick enjoyed getting 14th place because he now has, hopefully, a little bit of a boost to his stats. We'll check in on that exactly what it is tomorrow when we come back. We will be back at the usual time, 8 p.m. for round 21 as we head to Brazil for a sprint weekend. And of course, a reminder, I will be streaming more of my Porsche series on Twitch over the weekend. We'll do another doubleheader on the Saturday, maybe a doubleheader on the Sunday, certainly at least one race on the Sunday. If you haven't yet found me on Twitch, the link is in my community tab. Please do jump on that and hit follow so you'll get notifications when I do pop up for weekend streaming. Hope I'll see you there. And if you have enjoyed tonight's race, please drop a like on the stream. If you're not subscribed, now's the perfect opportunity to hit that subscribe button as well. It's free. It's not going to cost you anything. And hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.